You lie down, close your eyes, and find yourself transported. Perhaps to your childhood home, but altered, where you're grappling with a problem that has you utterly stumped, and suddenly you're seeing solutions with clear logic absent in your waking hours. You feel the distinct texture and the intense surge of emotion that lingers after you wake up. Then you open your eyes, label it weird dream, and go on about your day. I'm Joy Ofira, your host of The Future Lore, where we explore mystery with endless curiosity and joy. Settle in with a warm cup of herbal tea, because today we're going through the portals that open when we're asleep.
In the future lore we stand so bright. Mystery calls in the dark of night. Curiosity dances in our eyes. Joyful beacons under endless skies.
What if dreams are not just random electrical activity, but something more? Ancient societies dedicated entire temples to dreams, seeking divine messages. Nikola Tesla envisioned his alternating current motor during dreams before constructing it. And remarkably, current research indicates that we can make deliberate choices and interact with the external world while entirely asleep. What if the realm of dreams offers passage to places your conscious mind simply can't go? So, what exactly are dreams? Modern science gives a pretty standard answer. They're mainly your brain sorting memories, consolidating learning, or just random neural fireworks during sleep. In other words, we don't know. Lab coats tell us that during REM sleep, your brain is running maintenance checks, filing away the day's info and tossing the junk. Case closed, right? But that explanation feels pretty weak when a dream unlocks a creative idea that you have chased for months, delivering a solution to a problem that's had you totally stuck, or connects you with feelings so real that they shift your entire day upon waking up. Even if it's just random brain stuff, then how did Paul McCartney hear the entire melody for Yesterday in a dream? How did Dmitri Mendeleev see the arrangement of the periodic table in his sleep after struggling with it for so long? Tesla visualized his alternating current motor, a world-changing invention, when he saw rotating magnetic fields in his dreams before he built it. These are not just anecdotes. They're documented breakthroughs born in the dream state, moments where random firing seems like a massive understatement. And science has conflicting data anyway. PET scans actually show your brain is using as much energy in REM sleep as when you are wide awake, with neurons firing at full throttle. The visual cortex is lit up like a Christmas tree, creating scenes so vivid that they feel almost more real than the room you wake up in. These feelings echo the intense moments that we talked about right at the start. So, is all that high power activity just memory filing cabinets? Here's the thing. Science can measure brain activity down to individual neurons, but it still can't measure consciousness itself. It can see the patterns associated with awareness, but not the awareness itself. Imagine holding a radio. You can measure the electricity flowing through it. You can map its circuits. You can analyze the signal entering the antenna, but none of that is the music that you hear or the meaning or emotion that comes through the speakers. Maybe consciousness in dreams isn't just processing yesterday's data, but accessing information streams unavailable to your waking mind. The broadcast that science can't yet tune into. The mechanics matter, but so does the magic. If our most advanced science doesn't fully explain the experience of dreams, if random brain activity feels insufficient for profound insights and world-changing ideas sparked in sleep, then maybe it's time to look beyond the purely scientific view. If we've only heard a part of the story, maybe we should look to cultures who've studied dreams for thousands of years. If modern science leaves us with questions about dreams, maybe more answers can be found in the past. Ancient civilizations weren't just caught up in superstition when they built temples and rituals around dreams. Digging into their history, you find something kind of beautiful. Sophisticated cultures felt on a deep human level that dreams held vital secrets that we've mostly set aside. Across the globe, our ancestors put real energy into understanding what happened when they closed their eyes. Going back to ancient Egypt, they saw dreams as direct messages, sometimes from gods, sometimes even from those who'd passed on. Priests were there to help figure it out, reading dream symbols like we might try to understand a confusing text message today. People would even travel to sleep in sacred spots, hoping for a divine download. They called it dream incubation. They wrote it all down and treated those records as important documents, showing how much they believed that dreams carried real and vital intelligence. The ancient Greeks built dream temples, calling them Asclepions, not just for spiritual reasons, but to help heal people. Imagine you're sick, so you go to sleep in a special room. Then priests help you figure out if your dream held a clue for getting better. These were important places for health, treating those nighttime visions as serious information that could make a real difference in someone's life. And the Romans that some people think of all day, every day, they actually took dream interpreters along with their armies. Think about trusting dream guidance so much that you take specialists into dangerous situations. Emperor Augustus even made it a public thing. If you dreamed something about Rome, you had to announce it. Officials consulted dream oracles before making big calls and treated it like getting important intel from some other level of reality. And it's not just those places. In ancient China, dreams were tied into how the government worked. They believed a dreamer's soul could connect with the spirit world, and visiting dream temples wasn't optional for officials. It was part of the job. And in Mesopotamia, they had pros who interpreted dreams, and their detailed records showed how deeply this understanding was woven into their everyday waking reality. And then there are the Aboriginal Australians, with a culture stretching back over 60,000 years. Their dream time isn't just a story. They see it as an ongoing reality that you can access through your dreams. It's a place to connect with ancestral spirits and a living tradition of finding wisdom while asleep. Native American traditions view dreams as connecting to a universal consciousness and the wisdom of the natural world. Dreamers and tribes would get insights about things like weather or animal movements, practical stuff that was essential for survival. They were using dreams to gather intelligence from the world around them. What's truly incredible is how alike these practices were in cultures that never met. Different languages, different gods, different ways of life, but that same feeling. Dreams access information that our waking minds just can't easily get to. Across the world, people felt that dreams were a portal to knowledge, and that's a feeling that we've decided to largely ignore today. This ancient shared understanding that dreams encompass more than random neural bursts was not an accident. It ignited a pivotal shift in the beginnings of psychology, hinting strongly that these ancient beliefs were not simply primitive notions, but perhaps represented a fundamental human capacity that a transformative thinker named Carl Jung would eventually set out to understand anew. So modern science offers an incomplete picture, and ancient cultures felt dreams accessed something deeper. This brings us to early psychology and the groundbreaking work of Carl Jung. He saw dreams not just as echoes of the past, but as powerful guides for growth. Moving past Freud's focus on childhood traumas, Jung looked forward, seeing dreams as a compass that could guide you towards psychological wholeness. Jung opened the door to a vast shared mental space, the collective unconscious. Picture an invisible library that every human consciousness can access during sleep. It's not about your personal secrets, but universal human experiences and wisdom filled with archetypes. Think of these like universal character templates or story patterns showing up in dreams everywhere, even in cultures that never met. The wise ancestor, the shadow, the journey, these represent universal containers for experience inherent to the psyche, rich symbols recognized across humanity. But Jung also saw dreams as more than just symbolic. They were practical tools. His patients found solutions to real life problems, gained clarity on tough decisions, and unlocked creative breakthroughs they couldn't reach while awake. It was like their sleeping minds accessed a hidden database, making connections beyond their conscious knowledge. And this is more than emotional processing. It's tapping into something bigger than personal pain, and it actively helps you navigate your current life. He paid special attention to what he called big dreams, those vivid, unforgettable experiences, calling them the richest jewels of the psyche, major signposts on your path to becoming your most authentic self. But patterns in many dreams over time also reveal a larger narrative of your internal journey. So imagine the dream as a theater, and you are the scene, the player, the author, and the critic. Every figure, every challenge is a part of your psychology, giving you keys to understand yourself from the inside out, seeing your inner world reflected back. Beyond personal insight, Jung's work raises a huge question about consciousness itself. If your dreams connect you to this shared pool of human wisdom, is your own consciousness more than just what's in your brain? Jung's discovery suggests dreams are bridges, linking personal awareness to universal knowledge. Patients reported dreams revealing information they couldn't have known normally, suggesting the collective unconscious isn't just a concept, but a reality, exploring sources beyond personal memory. This work moved ancient dream wisdom into modern psychology, showing dreams are powerful tools for personal growth and connecting you to shared human experience, giving life-changing insights. But what if Jung's collective unconscious was just the beginning of where dreams can take you? This hints at a bigger mystery. If consciousness can access a pool of shared human wisdom in dreams, what stops the mind from exploring other layers of reality we haven't even imagined? Get ready, because your dreams might be portals to other realms. Consciousness is weird. Science can map brain activity associated with it, but it can't actually measure awareness itself. It's like trying to weigh a thought. Maybe consciousness isn't just confined to the physical brain. Maybe it's something more expansive, something that can travel when your body is asleep. And if that's true, then dreams aren't just internal movies. They're access points to information and realities beyond what we normally imagine. And these are not just fantasy concepts. They're possibilities based on experiences that people actually have in dreams that science struggles to explain. If consciousness can move beyond your skull, then where does it go? Maybe it enters the subconscious vault. Your waking mind filters out most information just to get through the day, processing a small percentage of what actually hits your senses. But your deeper mind, maybe it catches everything. Every overheard conversation, every subtle expression, every gut feeling you ignored. This massive hidden database of everything you've ever experienced may be sitting below your conscious awareness. Your dreams, then, might be the key to this vault. You might dream a solution because your subconscious mind quietly connected pieces of information that you missed. You could get insights into relationships because your dreams access that vast store of subtle observations that your conscious mind filed away. This portal suggests that your dreams tap into your own incredible hidden intelligence. Or maybe you could be exploring alternate realities, This one gets pretty wild. What if when you dream, your consciousness isn't stuck in this reality? What if it can explore parallel dimensions or alternate versions of existence? Multiverse theory suggests that countless realities might exist. So during sleep, can you visit them? Think about dreams where you're in places that you've never been, but you know your way around perfectly. Or dreams where you have conversations using knowledge that you absolutely don't have. These experiences feel undeniably real and sometimes more real than your usual life. Could these intense, hyper realistic dreams be glimpses through a portal into an alternate reality where your consciousness is visiting? It suggests you might be capable of a dimensional travel that we don't even understand. Or maybe you just walk into the collective dream space. Building on Jung, what if your consciousness can connect to a shared field of all human knowledge and experience? Imagine a cosmic network, not of computers, but of minds, a vast dream space containing the insights and experiences of everyone, everywhere. In dreams, your individual awareness might tap into this. This could be why similar symbols and stories appear in dreams across different cultures. You might get insights about historical events that you never studied or wisdom about situations you haven't personally faced because you're accessing a universal pool of human understanding. Maybe consciousness isn't individual, but interconnected. Now, these ideas are painting a picture of possibilities, of human consciousness that's more expansive than we typically imagine. Your dreams might be navigation tools, guiding you through layers of reality, information, and potential normally locked away. But these are just possibilities, right? Concepts to wrap your head around, unless there's actual evidence. What kind of dreams literally seem to break the rules of reality as we know it? Okay, so dreams could be portals to hidden knowledge, alternative realities, or a collective dream space. But are these just cool ideas or is there actual evidence? Get ready because certain types of dreams don't just feel different. They demonstrate capabilities that shouldn't be possible if consciousness is confined to your brain. These are documented dreams that seem to literally break all the rules. First up, lucid dreaming. This is undeniable evidence that consciousness can be fully awake and control inside a dream. You realize that you're dreaming while you're still asleep. But why is this impossible? How does this break the rules? If dreams are just unconscious processors, you shouldn't be able to have deliberate thought or even remember your waking life goals. Recent studies from sleep labs and even smartphone apps have shown two-way communication with lucid dreamers while they sleep, with people answering questions and even controlling a virtual car from inside their dreams. Research published by Northwestern University shows anyone can learn this using simple cues to significantly increase conscious dreaming for participants. This is interacting with reality from within the dream state. It forces us to ask, how unconscious is the dreaming mind really? Lucidity proves our minds remain active and capable during sleep, and maybe far more capable than we thought. And if that's not weird enough, consider precognitive dreams. These dreams seem to show future events with unsettling accuracy, with specific details, names, locations, events that later come true in ways that can't be easily dismissed as chance. How could a dream show you the future? This directly challenges our understanding of linear time. Think of people dreaming about accidents before they happen or seeing future personal events unfold exactly as dreamed. A significant number of people report experiencing these. One documented study even found over half of participants reported warning dreams about serious health issues like breast cancer before any physical symptoms appeared. It's like your sleeping consciousness is somehow processing or receiving information outside the normal flow of time, pointing to a reality that's not strictly bound by linear constraints. And then there's the phenomena of shared dreams. This one directly challenges the idea that consciousness is isolated in your head. Shared dreamers report experiencing the exact same dream scenario, same location, same events, same bizarre details independently from another person, often someone close, who had the same identical dream that same night. Family members, friends, sometimes even strangers report these uncanny coincidences. If dreams are just personal brain activity, then how is this remotely possible? It strongly suggests that consciousness can, at times, connect to some shared external field, the kind of collective dream space we talked about earlier. Aboriginal Australian traditions have documented this for millennia in their dreamtime concept. These shared experiences defy the boundary of individual minds and link our consciousness while we are asleep. And finally, visitation dreams. These are the incredibly vivid dreams where you feel like you're genuinely interacting with a deceased loved one. People often receive specific, verifiable information in these dreams that they couldn't have known otherwise. Details about their life, their death, or even practical advice that proves accurate. How does a dream about someone who is gone deliver new, accurate information? These dreams feel different and often provide comfort or guidance at pivotal moments. If dreams are just internal processing or memory recall, then how are they accessing and delivering external, verifiable information unknown to the dreamer? What might persist beyond physical death and remain capable of communication, especially during sleep? These types of dreams continue to be documented and studied to determine if consciousness during sleep can transcend our normal rules of being stuck in one body at one time in one isolated reality. Lucid dreams challenge the limits of awareness. Precognitive dreams challenge linear time. Shared dreams challenge individual boundaries. Visitation dreams challenge death. Maybe those portals aren't just theoretical, but if these states are real, and anyone can do this, how can you start tapping into this power for yourself? Right now, most people catch a small percentage of their dream life consciously, the rest slipping away like sand. Imagine you could remember, influence, and learn from the vast experiences happening while you sleep by training your incredible mind to stay engaged and build a bridge between your dreaming and waking self. These are just skills. The same mind that learned to scroll TikTok or crush video games can learn to navigate dream worlds with purpose. And here are some possible places to start if you want to get serious about the dream world. First, of course, try keeping a dream journal, a notebook, or in notes in your phone right beside your bed. Immediately upon waking, even before you move or think about anything about your day, jot everything down that you remember. Small fragments are gold. Flying high, talking to a strange cat, feeling intense fear. The act of writing itself solidifies these fleeting memories and trains your brain to pay attention to your dreams. Research confirms that journaling significantly improves recall. Okay, next, set clear intentions. Before you fall asleep, clearly state what you want to experience. Want a creative solution? Ask for it directly. Need guidance on a tough decision? Put it out there. Want to become aware when you're dreaming? Intend it with focus. It's like setting a destination for your sleeping self, actively directing its focus and energy. Remember that Northwestern study that significantly increased lucid dreams? Intention setting was a key part of their method. You're telling your mind, this matters. Explore this. Finally, even though it might feel a little bit weird, do reality checks. Through your waking day, get into the simple habit of asking yourself, am I dreaming? Then actually check. Look at your hands. They often look weird or distorted in dreams. Look at text. It might change or be unreadable. Then try to push your finger through your palm. A spoiler, you often can do this in a dream. Try doing this a dozen or more times a day. This can train your mind to question reality and notice when gravity or physics don't apply. When you do this in a dream, that weird hand or changing text will trigger the realization, wait, I'm dreaming. So you can move on with intention and control. A lucid dream. Research consistently shows that these basic practices increase conscious dream experiences. Imagine, you could go from having cool dreams to accessing a fundamental human capacity where anything is possible. By becoming an active dream explorer, you could unlock insights, creativity, and tap directly into more awareness every single night. So, we've been through the mystery, the history, the psychology, and wild possibilities, and we arrive back here to you, lying in bed, about to close your eyes. For those precious hours, awareness operates by expanded rules, accessing information strings unavailable to you out of bed. We could treat them as background noise, dismissing profound experiences as just dreams. But what are we ignoring? Creative breakthroughs that could advance our careers, solutions to relationship problems that our conscious mind can't crack, connections to deeper self-understanding that therapy could take years to uncover, access to collective wisdom that ancient cultures valued enough to build temples around. We're literally sleeping through powerful possibilities of personal growth and expanded awareness. This inherent human capacity awakens in you every time you fall asleep. So maybe grab that notebook. As you drift off, set a simple intention to remember, and as soon as you wake, scribble down whatever fragments come to mind. You might step from a passive dreamer into active explorer with a richer, more expansive experience of reality. Tell me your wildest dream experiences in the comments. And let's set an intention to meet in the dream world. If you'd like to hear more stories like this, please like, subscribe, and sign up for notifications on YouTube, or follow and review on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere you get your podcasts. Want even more? Visit thefuturelore.com, where you can join our free community and find all of our official links to @thefuturelore with no spaces everywhere. Thanks so much for tuning in, my loves. And remember, embrace the mysterious and stay curious.
In the future lore, we stand so bright. Mystery calls in the dark of night. Curiosity dances in our eyes. Joyful beacons under endless skies. Ancient wisdom blends with the new. Shaman whispers secrets we pursue. Cosmic echoes flicker in our hearts. Fractals entangled into quantum stars. We are the seekers of worlds untold. With every step, our hearts unfold. Mystery guides us beyond the door. Now open to the future lore. While seeking wisdom, ever break the chain. Chasing stories through the astral plane. Ancient rhythms in digital frames. The spark of love grows into flames. Beyond the veil, where visions soar, curiosity finds what lies in store. Mystery waves through space and time. Joyful heart.